Hi, my name is Anton Anderson. Avery is my son. He's over in the Flying Squirrels, and I want to welcome you to our first ever virtual wine tasting. I'm actually here testing out a new idea, but there's so many wonderful ways to support the CEC, and one of them we're going to try out, and it's called what I call the Pickup Drop-Off Happy Hour. Now, it's a great idea, right? So, we're going to work some of the kinks of that out because we got to get this past the amazing early child development experts on that side of the gate and, well, the lawyers over on this side of the gate. While we work that out, you all should have received your box by now for the wine. And also, I want to let you know that our silent auction is now open. So we have so many wonderful ways to support the CEC. It's a wonderful place. Our son is thriving. You guys all know what I'm talking about. We're going to hear from some other members of the community right now and to hear more about the CEC, but please participate, enjoy, and enjoy tonight's wines.
I love all the support and care the CEC gives to our children.
I love all the friendship I've made at the CEC. I love the teacher at the CEC who I draw because I make things and I love my teachers at the CEC.
And I love the amazing outdoor space that the CEC provides for our kids because they learn so much through outdoor play. So
we love the CEC!
Hi there. When asked what makes the CEC special to me, I think I could talk forever. Having been with the CEC for more than 4 decades, I truly feel like I grew up here, both personally and professionally, from being a teacher to the honor of being the director of children's programs for the last 25 years or more. In the moment, though, what I would share with you are the CEC's overarching values, which make this organization and our community such a special, magical place. Our values of nurturing and openness, integrity and excellence, innovation and service, diversity, and above all else, respect. I hope you have a wonderful evening tonight, and I celebrate the CEC with you.
I love CEC!
What we love about the CEC is getting to spend so much time outdoors.
I love because it is fun.
I love the CEC because of the community it provides for the teachers and the families, and it's part of the greater Walking Out area.
What I love about the CEC is that all children and teachers are respected and loved equally.
What I love about the CEC is that we get to be outdoors for most of the day. I love the fact that we get to play all of the day and that we get to make friends with different people. And I love the collaborative environment that we have as teachers.
We love the CEC. First of all, because of just the play-based learning environment. He gets to play outside all day.
Yeah, of
with
course.
Wonderful, supportive, encouraging teachers.
Yeah.
And we just love everything about it.
I love CEC because the teachers are nice. I like CEC because we get to go outside.
Why do we love the CEC?
Yeah!
Because there's no other place like it. With that amount of outdoor space and a play-based curriculum, children are not only happy but thriving. It's a place of learning without judgment. You excited to go to school today?
Yeah!
Love the CEC because teachers and children grow and learn together.
I love this because of the music and the soundbox and the slides. Because you get to show buildings and also talk to the teachers. I love CEC because Laura's here and I get to talk to my friends. I love CEC because it has a bell and I can play with my friends. I love CEC because I can talk to teachers. I love CEC because I'm able to play with my friends and be able to go bonkers. I love CEC because I can celebrate parties. I love CEC because I like reading books. We love CEC! We love CEC!
Say
what I love about the CEC after being here for 21 years is that every year is different. I feel like I'm challenged all the time, and I don't know, I just love the community that we all share here with teachers, parents, and children.
I love CEC because I can spend time with my BFF, Ariana.
Hi, I'm Teresa, and I love the CEC because we have such a great, close community, and the way that we help children here is very different from many schools that I used to work at, and it's just a comfortable place to be.
I love the CEC because I get to come to work and he gets to go to school, and I know that he is in the best care possible because I work here and he gets to come here.
I like CEC because you get to make a lot of new friends and you can learn how to do many different arts and crafts.
Okay, you guys, I had to come back inside because I think I might be like, we're gonna still work out the kinks on this pickup, drop off, happy hour thing. So while I'm working out the kinks on that, we're gonna start our wine tasting and our music. You all should have your wines and information sheets by now, and we can get underway with the tasting. Tonight, our guide is Brett Beta. He's the CEO, founder, and chief wine hunter with Drink Wines, and that's drink with a J. It is the mission of Drink Wines to make it easier for you to find rare, affordable craft wines in small or full-size bottles, depending on how much fun you want to have. Each wine is handpicked by our guide, Brett himself, exclusively from small to medium family-run wineries all around the world. So we're going to start with 3 of our 6 wines, and then we'll come back and you'll get some lovely musical entertainment.
Wow, raising money and drinking wine. I think we're on to something here. Hi, I'm Brett Beta, founder and chief wine hunter here at drink.com. I want to first just thank you for participating in today's charity event. The world is just in crazy times right now, and it's people like you willing to give back to the community that really keeps the world going around. So thank you so much for being here. Well, I think I have the easiest job today. I get to take your palates on an adventure to 4 different countries. We have 4 stops today and 5 different winemakers. All of the wines today that we'll be tasting are made by family-run farms. We only support the little guys at drink.com. I myself grew up on a small farm in Canada, so if you can't understand what I'm saying, that's my thick Canadian farmer accent. But supporting the little guy really does hit close home for me personally, and I think you're going to enjoy all these wines today. All the wines we're going to be tasting today are made in the dry style. So if you're new to wine, dry just means there's no added sugar in the wine, or there's no residual sugar left in the wine when it finished fermenting. Why I bring this up is because I know a lot of you are in California, and without even knowing it, a lot of the California wines we drink have sugar in them. Well, why is that? Well, California is such a hot climate that the hotter the climate, the higher the alcohol content. If they didn't add a little bit of sugar or leave a little bit of residual sugar in the wines, when you drank a California Cabernet, for example, you would just get a lot of alcohol burn and you wouldn't be able to taste the fruit flavors as much. You would just taste alcohol. Now, I encourage you to follow along because there's lots of information on our website at drink.com. That's DRINJK.com. If you click on menu and then click on 6 packs, you're going to see the exotic 6-pack that we're going to be tasting through today. If you scroll to the bottom of that page, you'll see the 6 wines, and we included tasting notes, we've rated the wines, we've got food pairings, we even have stories about the winemakers and where the wine comes from. So I do encourage you, click on menu, 6 packs, exotic, the exotic box, and follow along, and let's learn together today. All right, let's dive into our first wine. We're gonna go with the Sandy Camel to start. I do hope you chilled your Sandy Camel and your Blue Chardonnay prior to this, because white wines do want to be drank below room temperature, nicely, perfectly chilled. As you're getting your wine ready, I do want to ask you my favorite question today. Are you a sipper, socializer, or a slammer? Who are you out there? I want to get to know you. So a sipper, someone that's new to wine. A socializer, someone that knows a little bit about wine, maybe drinks wine once a week. And a slammer, they're my favorite because I'm in the business of selling wine. These are the people that buy a full-size bottle and just go to town on it while watching their favorite Netflix series. So who are you? Are you a sipper, socializer, or slammer? Sandy Camel is a very refreshing white wine from Turkey's oldest winery. The story goes that it's actually the first winery ever licensed in all of Turkey. When you drink this wine, you should get some flavors of pear, pineapple, maybe a little bit of lime. It's got great acidity. I know that because it's making the side of my tongue water. I would call it medium acidity. It's medium alcohol. It's light to medium in body. What I love about this wine is that it's not available anywhere else in all of North America. We're the only ones drinking this wine right now, which makes it really special. The grapes in this wine are indigenous to Turkey. They're not grown anywhere else in the world. So you'd have to fly all the way to Turkey to get to taste this wine. So to me, that makes it kind of exotic and very, very special. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. The Odd Duck, obviously getting its name from its color, this is definitely one of the craziest wines that we sell here at drink.com, but is actually also one of our best-selling wines. It's a blue Chardonnay from southern Spain. Now, don't let the color trick your palate. This wine is not sweet. It's actually bone dry, meaning there's no sugar in this wine. In fact, this is actually one of the healthiest wines we sell at drink.com. Well, how could that be? Well, it's only 11.5% alcohol. So where do the calories from a glass of wine come? It's the alcohol content. So at 11.5%, that's pretty low. So a glass of this is only 100 calories. This wine has flavors of mango, peach, pineapple. Because this wine was grown in southern Spain, a very hot climate, you're typically going to have white wines that have tropical fruit flavors compared to wines grown in cooler climates like, say, a Washington state. You're going to have white wines with more citrus flavors like green apple. Wondering how the wine gets its crazy blue color? Well, this is a secret that's kind of kept close to the winemaker's chest in southern Spain. But to give you a high level overall understanding of it, they extract a pigment from the skin of the grape. When blended with another natural ingredient, they essentially are making a natural blue food coloring, which is then added back to the wine. So one of my favorites, my wife and I love making sangrias in the summer with this wine because of the beautiful color. I hope you enjoy it. Bottoms up. Starving Artist is a fruit-forward, medium-bodied red blend from one of Portugal's oldest wine regions. The region is called Fundão. It's a very mountainous region, almost touching the Spanish border. There's archaeological evidence that this region is so old that grapes were grown over 1,000 years ago when Romans still controlled the country. This award-winning red blend from Portugal has lots of flavors of strawberry, raspberry, red cherry. If I was to rate this wine, I would rate it medium bodied with medium tannin, medium alcohol. It's a very, very solid wine. And one of my favorite things about this wine is you don't have to have dinner with it. You can drink this on its own after work, after soccer practice. I really enjoy this wine. I like my wines typically a little bit fruity, so bottoms up, and I hope you love it as much as I do.
That was really great. That was wonderful. Thank you, Brett. We're gonna come back soon for the next 3 wines because, you know, we gotta really kind of pace ourselves here. So we're gonna have some music. Tonight's musical performance, believe it or not, is from 2 more Bretts. All of our entertainment for the evening is from people named Brett. Brett Houle is the lead singer and songwriter of a band called We Are the West, and Brett Farkas is a highly sought after guitarist and leader of his own project called Boys School. They're both longtime friends of current CEC parents, Ben and Jessica Tolliday. Both Bretts have been singing to Ben and Jess's daughter, Manuela, since before she was born. And tonight, we have the honor of having them sing for us. So please help me in welcoming the Bretterly brothers.
My love must be a kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you. Ta-ba-shabba, 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 ta-ba-shabba. Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you, dear. Ta-ba-shabba. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky. I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded You are here, and so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you. fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire would make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game to play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you when I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Strange what desire would make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love
Okay, so I made a small mistake. We're actually going to hear from someone not named Brett. We're going to hear from Michelle McGinnis, a long-standing CEC parent and a member of the board, who's going to help us all to raise a glass, to raise some money for tuition assistance, so that way we can have more people participate in the wonderful CEC experience.
William Butler Yeats said, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." It takes a special person to recognize that. It takes a special person to light that fire, to cultivate a love of learning. Progressive educators support children's initiative and guide them on a path to taking ownership of their learning and education. Children in and from progressive schools explore and question the world around them. CEC children and children like them engage in the world with an understanding and appreciation of different perspectives. This philosophy should be accessible to all children, not just those in our centers. The CEC is dedicated to bringing the value of child-centered, play-based education to children and the families in every community. This evening, we must demonstrate our dedication to the CEC. In years past, the CEC would have a special portion of the evening dedicated to tuition assistance. Together, we would raise our glass to offer more children the opportunity that the CEC's progressive approach provides. Tonight, we return to this tradition, and I ask you to raise your glass once again in support of accessibility and care for all. Please renew your commitment to the CEC by donating generously tonight. Every day, the CEC fulfills its promise of childhood. Now it's time for us to fulfill our promise to the CEC. Good evening. My name is Michelle McGinnis, and I'm a board member for the CEC.
That was wonderful to hear from Michelle. You know, tuition assistance is so important. We really want everyone to have an opportunity to participate in the wonderful experience here at the CEC, so I'm really glad that she was able to share that. So we're going to finish up our wine tasting, hear some more music. But before I talk about that, I want to talk a little bit about how, you know, the CEC teaches you to be so creative, teaches all of our children to be creative, and I have to be creative too. And so I'm always like making up my own rhymes, doing my own sort of Dr. Seuss thing. And so for tonight, as we get ready to finish up our wine tasting, who knew? Wines that could be blue. Let's welcome back Brett from Drink Wines, and afterwards, the Bretterly Brothers.
Spice Market, inspired by all of the beautiful aromas of the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul. This wine is just incredible. It has a ton of flavors of dark cherry, raspberry, and I'm getting a little hint of pepper on this wine as well. This wine comes from Turkey's oldest winery. It's so old, in fact, that this winery operated illegally before you could even legally drink alcohol in Turkey because of religious beliefs. But fun fact that a lot of people wouldn't know is that Turkey is the 5th or 6th largest grape grower in the world. Isn't that crazy when you think we have Italy, France, the US here? They're the 5th or 6th largest. So yes, they've been making wine for a long time in Turkey, and they're very, very good at it. If I was to rate this wine, I would say that it's medium to high in tannin, about medium acidity. The alcohol is high in this wine. It's 14.5%, which makes it a full-bodied wine. If you're wondering what makes a full-bodied wine, typically the higher the alcohol, the fuller the body. You can see that the wine legs on the side of the glass, they're a little bit slow to descend down the glass. This always tells us that the wine has a little bit more viscosity, and that that's a representation that it's high in alcohol. I love the family that runs this winery. I love their wines. I just love experimenting with wines from Turkey. It's such an amazing opportunity to get to taste wines from that far away. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Buck Naked. an organically grown 100% Tempranillo from northern Spain. I just love the name Buck Naked. It's to represent the way this wine was made. It was just made with fruit, fermented, turned into alcohol. It's just a great wine with great ingredients. It was made by a winemaker named Javier, who's a third-generation winemaker, always wins awards. And his belief is that a great wine always starts in the ground. If you like heavier, more complex wines, you're gonna like this one because it's definitely one of our bigger, more complex wines on our roster. If you're a beginner wine drinker, we're gonna really push and challenge your palate with this one. When you taste this wine, you're gonna get beautiful flavors of strawberry, raspberry. You're gonna get some cedar as well because this wine has seen some aging in oak. If I was to rate this wine, I definitely would say it's medium to high in acidity. How I know that is that the side of my tongue is watering as I sip on this wine. I would also rank it medium to high in tannin. It definitely has a lot of alcohol, which makes it full-bodied. One of my favorite things about this wine is that it is made in that organic style, and we don't often get to try a lot of organic wines. So I hope you enjoy it. Bottoms up. Creaky Floorboard, one of our haunted wines. Oh, scary stuff. This wine is for all of the experienced wine drinkers out there. You're gonna love this wine. It is big in body, it's complex, it's seen a lot of oak, it's bigger in tannin, goes great with food. It was grown on 105-year-old vines in the Lodi region. The winemaker that made this wine has 30 plus years and has been featured on the cover of Wine Enthusiast. The region that the old vines in, these grapes grew on these vines, is rumored to be haunted, if you believe in that kind of stuff. So, oh, I get flavors of blueberry. I get flavors of dark cherry. I get some spice on this wine. Oh, it's just making me dream of having a big juicy steak while I drink this. So, oh, I'm going back in for another one. Really do enjoy this wine. I hope you love it as well too. Well, that does it for me today, along with my farmer accent from Canada. I don't know how many times I said A in all these videos, but if you were counting at home, you could probably turn it into a drinking game. I want to thank you so much for having me. If you really enjoyed the wines, go to drink.com. We have 3 other 6-packs available with 18 different wines, all rated very highly. Or you could even build your own 6-pack if you felt like it. I just want to thank you on behalf of the charity. I hope we raise a ton of money today and that you had a lot of fun. Please be safe and good night to everybody. Goodbye.
I want to take a second to send a very big thank you out to all of our sponsors. First, let me say thank you to our presenting sponsor, the Magic Puzzle Company. I can't tell you enough about how amazing these puzzles are. They've got little Easter eggs, such incredible details. They're truly a beautiful and fun experience for everyone in the family. So thank you again, Magic Puzzle Company. Also, I want to thank our other sponsors, Green Hassan Jenks, the Caltech Employees Federal Credit Union, Gillen Abercrombie and Compass Real Estate, and last but not least, the Kenyon family. Thank you all, our wonderful sponsors.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Esperanza, Esperanza, for your birthday, do you plan to change into those higher shoes and dance until the sunrise mañana? Will you wear that pretty dress? Do you feel like a princess? Will you do your makeup fancy like the day you celebrated your quinceañera? Esperanza, Esperanza, you're a woman, you don't bother with the selfish love of callow boys that may show up inside your court of honor. Your heart is on your sleeve, dressed in a rosary, and the 15 candles blow out, keeping all your sins a secret from your Father. Esperanza, such a beautiful stanza. Is no one there, your friends look up to you. There's loved ones all around, they watch you wear your crown. Tonight's your quinceañera numero 2. Tonight's your quinceañera numero 2. Esperanza, Esperanza, Esperanza. Does the sunset catch you breaking down and thinking that you're living for tomorrow? Well, come and dance with me. Maracas play the beat, and the chambelanes kiss the lips of damas from West Texas to Chicago. Esperanza, such a beautiful stanza. Is no one there, friends look up to you. There's loved ones all around, they watch you wear your crown. Tonight's your quinceañera numero 2. There's loved ones all around, so proudly wear your crown. Tonight's your quinceañera numero 2. Tonight's your quinceañera numero 2. Tonight's your quinceañera numero 2.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all feel good, maybe not too good, but I hope you feel good, especially about supporting an organization that we love so much. Please continue to bid on auction items. The auction is going to be open for the next 2 weeks. Before we go, our incredible executive director, Tashawn, wants to say a few more words, someone else not named Brett. But before I go, I want to say thank you all for letting me be your host, your MC. I'm going to drink a little bit more wine. And the lawyers have given me some paperwork to go over, some liability language with regards to the pickup drop-off happy hour. So we'll see if that happens. And maybe I'll bid on some things too, like maybe the Laguna House if my wife gives me approval. Anyway, thank you again, and take it away, Tashawn.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to speak with you all. Although, of course, I wish it could be in person. As we wind down our wind down this evening, I wanted to take a moment to thank you, not only for joining us tonight, but for all the support that you, as our CEC community, have shown over the past year and a half. I would have never imagined that this is what my first year at CEC would have looked like. This pandemic has hindered my ability to interact with you on the yard, and meetings have all been on Zoom. But I have been so amazed by the strength, creativity, and resiliency of this community as we have overcome so many obstacles in these past 10 months. One thing that was unwavering through it all was our steady dedication to serving our families and continuing to provide exceptional care to our children. Our staff and teachers are more committed than ever to support and nurture the children through this difficult time. They continue to emphasize the unique aspects of the CEC that makes us so special, including social-emotional development in a time of social distancing. Now that we are finally starting to see some light at the end of this tunnel, I want to express my deepest gratitude for your patience, your trust, your financial and emotional support, and the hours of service and love you have put into showing our staff appreciation. A huge thank you to our staff for everything you have done, offering your creativity and expertise, and the time that you have devoted to keeping our classrooms magical. And a huge thank you to the board for all of your time and hard work. We are only individually as strong as the community that surrounds us, and never have we felt so much strength as we have navigating this extraordinary time together. I'm excited for what the future has in store for the CEC. So thank you again for spending your evening winding down with us, and we hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you will continue to watch and bid on items over the next 2 weeks as our online auction continues. I know I will be bidding on the Magic Castle. Cheers, and good night everyone, and see you soon.